Friends, welcome back. Big Dino plays Kingdom Death. We are on Lantern Year 21, and this is the year that we achieve the goal that we set out at the start of the campaign. We will complete a Green Armour Set for the very first time in Big Dino's Kingdom Death career. It's a wonderful experience. It's a wonderful feeling. It may at some point soon become no longer possible as the system changes and removes the ability to have all of these monsters in place, but I'm sure they'll come up with something if that's the case. But I will be one of the people that can say they did it, and there will be video evidence of that, with the exception of one simple thing that I forgot, which was gaining fencing on a Ghostly Survivor, because I fucking didn't record the episode properly. What an absolute spud. But in every fight since then against the Flower Knight, we've absolutely kicked the shit out of him, even the level 3s. It hasn't even been close. So, champions we have, we'll just nip over to here. As you can see, I've spent all my endeavours, so I had about 4. I used it to clear a couple of disorders using Water of Life. The main one being on Jonas. We removed, actually no, I didn't use it for Jonas because he's about to die. Subjugated Deno's going to hunt the king. I don't remember what I spent it on, but I don't think there was any. It might have been a couple of vermin obsessions here or there. No big deal. We are taking 4 brand new survivors and Layla, our Marrowest Fist and Tooth maestro, out into the hunt, and we are going to hopefully show this Dung Beetle Knight what's up. And so we shall move to here. We shall get our little blood token tracker. It is a level 2. We will place our herb gathering, mineral gathering, and etc. there. Sonorous Rest. Do we have a Sonorous Rest? I did not remember Sonorous Rest, but that's okay. I don't think we are at a point that we need it all that much now. That one's upside down. Yeah, so our survivors at this point, we're now reaching that stage in the game, which I didn't really appreciate last time because I was too excited about the new stuff, where this is where I think the knowledge in the philosophy system really improves fighting arts, because we've been able to craft survivors that we want, you know, that lean into their specific qualities, which is pretty exciting. We had a lot of patterns added to our deck recently. The Tithe box, let's have a look at those. Master Bone Dagger, Dreamkeeper Knife, Heart Seeker. We may look at making that. Imitation Butcher Mask, no. Hushing Harmonium, no. Death Defier, another one we may look at. Cool. Armorsmith's Tongs, Weaponsmith's Hammer, Monster Trophy, Beast Hunter Helm. Cool. Mass Immune and Tithe Box. Alright, so none really in there except for maybe a couple of king weapons, which we'll look at this point in the campaign. That's my complaint about patterns, is they're very variable. Last campaign we got 2 absolute bangers, and that was pretty much it for... We rode them all the way to the end, basically. Diamond Scab Guitar and stuff. The Diamond Scab Guitar could actually be better than the Calcified Digging Claws. Strong statement from you, Deno, but I'll believe it. Let's depart. We'll just nip down to Ellie. She's wearing blacksmith gear, so she gets 3, 1, 2, 3 at all locations except for the head. We've just got to get through one more hunt so we can get ourselves a piece of Lantern Helm. And I believe that is all we need to do. No, Damien. So Damien is our dilettante. So first of all, he's departed with 6 Lumi. And so he gains a progress, and he has the Epiphany Imagination. So the way Epiphanies work is you don't remove imagination, or the other one from the deck. So, and because he's a dilettante, he gains a random knowledge from the deck, and the knowledge that he gains is Mirror Eyes 3. Paid a lot of money to get that last. Ellie, you don't have anything for when you leave. Vance, you don't have any for when you leave. Conrad, you don't get any more survival. You are done. And Layla, you are just possibly the greatest survivor I've ever had in my team. And I haven't even found your final form yet because I've got so much cool gear about to come out. Rolling armor with a Marrowism survivor is literally the best thing I've ever done. Layla can have our first hunt, and we find ourselves dealing with Bone Eaters level 3. Of course we are. Because why wouldn't we be dealing with Bone Eaters level 3 with our chumps? Oh, look at this. I set everything up on the board so it's ready to go, and the fucking Bone Eaters come along, and we have to restart everything. What a clown. I'll be back soon. Okay, well, we've actually seen the Bone Eaters at the way they're supposed to be, which is, you know, we've seen them sort of progressively as we've leveled up. So I'm pleased about that. This is kind of how they're supposed to operate, I would imagine, rather than getting hit once in Lantern Year like 19 at level 1 and then kick the shit out of them and then never see them again. This year they are +2 damage, and they have Skull Surgeons, and that is still all they have. So Skull Surgeons is all they've got. After damage, bleed 1. Don't love that. All right, well, there is 5 of them too, which is cool. So there is our deck of people that go. Bone Eater goes toned. So let's just flip this little deck thing. This little Bone Eater thing here. It's this bad boy, the Bone Eaters. Counter. Bone Eater draws any perfect hits. Great, okay, so the first Bone Eater to perform their action will be the chick down the end. Interesting. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3 into Layla, who is the closest target, closest threat, I should say. So they are speed +2, so damage 4 from each of these swings. Nice. Toughness 11, movement 7, still 2 life. So 2 speed, hitting on a 3+. Layla's evasion 3. It's a 9 and a 7, so 2 hits from Layla. No perfect hits. 4 damage. It is going to trigger bleed, that's okay. Hand and waste, 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. She has bleed. The next Bone Eater is going to be the King, also targeting Layla. So he'll move to there. 2 speed. 1 hit and 1 miss. Does 4 to the boot. 1, 2, 3, 4. She gains a bleed token. Oh, ripple pattern. When you're attacked, roll 1d10. On a 10, ignore a hit to the first one. We don't ignore the second one. We don't ignore the third one. We don't ignore. Okay. So that is the end of his action. So the next person will be the chick holding the body. So she is adjacent to Vance. So Vance hasn't got a weapon. So we'll move to there and hit Vance. So 3+ goes to 8+. 2 misses, no perfect hits. The next one goes to this crazy guy. He will target Vance as well. 1, 2. A 9 and a 6, so the 6 is a hit. Vance will spend a survival to dodge. And that is all for that guy. And this dude, 1, 2, he is also going to target Layla. You may be wondering why I'm picking on Layla. Well, I want to level up her ability. A 1 and a 7, Layla takes a hit to the body. She doesn't ignore it from ripple effect. It's our turn. The monsters have gone. Just got to add this manage departing survivors. We have to apply arrival bonuses. And then we'll just add the Bone Eaters level 3. Okay, it's our turn. No one has to go first. We'll do Griswoldo into the Bone Eater at the top. 6 and a 9 is 2 hits. First one's a wound, second one's a wound. End of the attack, that guy's dead. Damien done his action. He'll actually move down here next to this guy. Layla, she will swing Fist and Tooth on the chick. A 4, an 8, and an 8. Layla actually hits on a 4 with Fist and Tooth, believe it or not. What a champion. Can't... Wounding on a 5 because of toughness 11. Yep. So that's a critical, so we draw a critical wound. And the critical wound says the monster cannot counter, doesn't suffer an additional wound, can't do anything with that. That's another critical. Doesn't affect him because he just died. She just died rather. Layla's fine. Our Verminist with hissing. Ellie. A perfect hit, which means she does 2. I love Ellie already. 2 criticals, which kills the guy. Critical wound. Bone Eater is knocked down. Dismembered pieces. Place a survivor corpse. Yes. Done. Ellie will then move to there. Old mate here is going to Vance. He's going to search the survivor corpse. He rolls an 8 on the survivor corpse. I think that's gain a skull. Gain 3 insanity and 1 skull basic resource. Vance, you're a legend. 1, 2, 3. And the skull lets someone else gain an insanity. Who will that be? Let's have a look. This has been fun. Oh, Damien's got no insanity. Neither is fucking Ellie. We definitely need to do tuning here. Maybe I'll take it instead of the, yeah, I'll take it instead of the scavenger kit. Oh no. Take instead of the antelope mask. Reverberating lantern. Very good. All right. So the last person to swing will be on a surge. We will surge with Ellie. Swing with her calcified digging claws. 3 4s is 3 hits because the calcified digging claws hit on a 4. First one sharp. That's a critical. That's a bad critical. She suffers 2 damage because of the thing to the hands. Could have been very bad. And this one is another wound. So that is the end of the showdown. We defeated 5 Bone Eaters. So we will roll. We gain a survivor, gains the Royal Decorations rare gear and the Marrow Hunger impairment. So I gain a random basic resource because I defeated a monster with the scavenger kit. It's a maximum of 1 resource for the showdown, I believe. So a broken lantern. And then I'll roll 5 dice for the things. On a 7+, we get a basic resource. How about we get 5 basic resources? Oh, and we also get the Royal Scalpel dagger thing. Get out of here. Oh, it's fucking awesome. I love being me, I really do. We'll also surge on Layla before we go to clear her 2 bleeding tokens with bandages. Nice. Good turn, good fight. 5 basic resources. That is just, this is wild times. And we gain Royal Decorations rare gear and Marrow Hunger impairment. Well, the obvious choice here, Royal Decorations. Oh, amazing. That is interesting. The obvious choice is to put that on our chick. This match. Oh, the girls dropped to be like this. And we will lose bandages maybe? No, we can't lose bandages. Monster grease. Do we lose monster grease? Yep, I think we'll lose monster grease. No, we'll lose the scavenger kit. I can rebuild that relatively easily. Royal Decorations. And what is the other thing? We also get the Royal Scalpel. So the Royal Scalpel will give to... We'll replace a bone dagger down here. That is nice. Well. Okay, so Layla gains Marrow Hunger. She already has it. We gain a Royal Scalpel. And we have to continue on. We gain 3 survival. Layla, 1, 2, 3. Damien, 1, 2, 3. Ellie, 1, 2, 3. Vance is a 1, 2, 3. And you get none, Conrad, because you are a sleepless guy. 5 basic resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sure. Why not? Thank you for your services, Bone Eaters. You've generously donated fucking 15 resources to us. Champions. Oh, it's going to be a good hunt. I can feel it already. We'll move to here and we flip. Sudden rumbling. Damien Courage 4. Roll 1d10. He rolls a 7. Equal to or lower than your courage. Other, dive away. Damien has successfully dived away and he's gained the propulsion drive. Fighting art. However, Damien doesn't want that. He will instead roll a 10 on the thingy chart, which means he gains 2 Lumi. Nice. Good work, Sudden Rumbling. Next person down gets this one. Practice Dummies. Ellie. Alright, we'll manage the party survivors. We gain 1 hunt XP. Ellie may ponder verminism. Damien. If I do that? Yeah, okay. So I just got to remember to gain an extra hunt XP. We also gain weapon proficiencies. So he gains one of those. She gains one of those. Vance didn't swing a club. Conrad didn't swing a dagger. Okay, so we're getting 2 hunt XP out of this. Practice dummies. Roll 1d10, Ellie. Ellie rolls a 4. Gain 1 sword unlevel, otherwise gain an understanding. Ellie, you understand so well. Basic hunt event, well, now that Bone Eaters is gone, I'm not really worried about what else comes out. That's interesting, isn't it? 47, so close to the Gambler. So close to seeing the boss out in the wild after we kicked the shit out of him. 47. Banquet trees. If any survivor has a sickle, that is it. We have a sickle, we move on. Another basic hunt event, which is a basic hunt event, and we roll 92. How many times have we rolled 92 in this showdown, in this phase thing? It is crazy. It is a first story. No, 92 is failed start. Each survivor suffers 1 brain event damage and gains a founding stone. I don't think we'll take any founding stones at this point. Everyone's going to suffer a brain damage. But insane survivors, or survivors with 3 understanding, gain 1d10 insanity. Alright, so Layla, she's going to gain 9 insanity. Damien is going to gain 10 insanity, which goes down to 9, because he takes 1. Ellie, she fills in that box, and then she gains 1. That's unfortunate for you, Ellie. Vance, he gains 8. And Conrad fills in the box and gains 3. Overwhelming darkness. All right, each person rolls. So we'll do Conrad first. 4 to 6 is gain a -1 evasion token. Everyone else gains a survival. The -1 evasion token we are going to discard. Vance rolls a 2, which is a -1 accuracy token, which he's going to discard at the start of the showdown. Damien, he rolls a 10. He gains the leader fighting art. He's going to roll another 10 to gain 2 Lumi. Oh, it's been good. It's good times, isn't it? Layla, she rolls an 8, which is gain a -1 accuracy token, and she will discard that at the start. Oh, no, that's 2 event damage to her arms, sorry. Did I get everyone? Yep. Our last event is Rotten Fertilizer. Oh, he gains a +1 damage token. Fun. Rolling fertilizer, not rotten. If it was rotten, that'd be bad. We roll a random hunt event. Oh, we got herb gathering as well. All right, so we'll do herb gathering, mineral gathering. Two pickaxes, one on Layla. Layla rolls a 10. She gains a scrap, and then someone can descend in the worm tunnels. I'll add the scrap to our storage right now. Basic scrap. And then Ellie rolls a 3. She can re-roll a dice during mineral gathering. She rolls a 9. She also gains a scrap. We can descend. Do we want to descend? Yes, we do. Our scout with the sickle descends and rolls an 8, so gains an iron. I think we'll take the iron and call it a day. Does anyone else want to go down? No one else is deaf. Layla will go down because she can't gain an disorder. She rolls a 7. She loses 2 survival and gains 2 insanity. I don't think anyone else will go down. Crystal skin would be nice actually on our Marrowist, wouldn't it? Crystal skin cannot wear armor. Could you imagine? We won't roll with anyone else. I don't think we need to. We could roll with Vance. Don't really care about Vance. Yeah, Vance will go down. How badly do I want an iron? I don't want an iron that badly. Herb gathering. Everyone gains a survival. 1. That's the other way, don't I? 1, 2. 1. 1. And then we'll roll 3 dice. We roll 7, 8, 10, 25 to start us off, which goes to 35. Plus, we're already at the spot we want, so that'll do. Everyone gains 3 survival. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Conrad can't gain any. More importantly, we gain 2 fresh acanthus, and we also gain vermin resources now because we finally have cooking. 1 random vermin resource. It is a lonely ant. Herb gathering's done, so we roll our last random hunt event before we go into the showdown, and we roll 93. 93 is the random survivor. Lost survivor. We don't want to do anything with him. That's it. We survive, and we shall face off against the Dung Beetle Knight. I shall return momentarily. We are done setting up, but at this point I notice a rather important thing that I've definitely not done in many of my fights with this guy. Don't know that it would have caused an awful lot of difference, but should have remembered it. Power forward. At the start of each monster turn, he does this. He won't do this if he's adjacent to the ball. So most fights I've kept the ball away from him pretty well, but certainly not well enough to have avoided that completely. But that's okay. There's every possibility that that would have changed what happened in the campaign, but I don't think at this point it matters too much. It is how did I not remember that? At the start of each monster turn. I was sitting there thinking to myself, yeah, hasn't done a lot of baller. Cool. All right. So Sentry carapace on top. Great. Let's kick off. We'll go over here to the showdown board. The monster performs baller. He targets the closest or the furthest stinky threat, which is this guy who we intentionally made our dude. He's going to spend a survival to dash. Not Conrad. Vance. He's speed 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He swings the ball, whee, and then he kicks the ball 2d10. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then he moves 7 towards it. And then he flips the top AI card. And he flips Invisible Layup. Instead, perform Ground Pound and Basic Action. Ground Pound, it moves towards him. Basic Action, target the closest threat in range. There is an opportunity for the Ground Pound. So I will move Layla with a Surge Dash. So she will be the target. So then he's going to roll 4 speed, hitting on a 4+, 5+, because of Layla, 6+. So hitting on a 6+ on Layla. 1 hit, it hits Layla in the body, and there is no after damage effects. Layla takes 6 damage to the body. And that is all she wrote. The start of our turn, everyone gains a survival. No one has to go first. Conrad is fine. Our scout will go 1, 2, 3, 4 and kick the ball. 1, you do for scout. He's done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kick the ball. 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4. If the scout did that with survival, they could then get into the thing. Done. All right. Someone will do Layla 1, 2. She's 3 dice. Swinging with, actually she's only 2 dice, Deno. Jonas is the one who's 3 dice. Ellie does not have a speed. Guitars. Hits twice. That triggers Envenom Edge. There is no critical hit there. So Envenom Edge, but it's a Sentry Carapace and an Iridescent Arms. We get to cancel the the reaction on the first chosen hit location. We will choose that. We are critting on a 9. So that's a critical. The attacker has 3+ courage. On a 7+, the monster is knocked down. Do we want to try and tackle the monster? We don't have 3 courage, so we can't. We just do a wound. And the Sentry Carapace, we are rolling 4 dice. Oh look, we got the wound. If you're attacked with a pickaxe, gain an additional 3 survival. 2, 3. What is on top of the deck? It's another Sentry Carapace. She will surge. We've done 2 wounds so far. 2 dice. 6 and a 6, it's 2 hits, which means he suffers a wound from Envenom Edge. Sentry Carapace, we're rolling 4 dice. It's good. Archived. It's good. Archived. Good job, Ellie. What's on top? Layla will have a swing here. She's fist and tooth. She hits twice. Discard that and draw a new hit location. Swarm of bot flies. Layla's courage is high, I believe. Oh, 4. Layla's fine on the courage front. So we archive that. And then she will attempt to critical this. She crits on an 8. She fails, but we will use a Guardian reroll here. So she has Guardian. Yeah, so she will use a Guardian reroll. 6. Actually, does she need to use a Guardian reroll? Think about this. It's a wound reaction, so there's no risk in doing that. His toughness 14. It's an 8. It's a 1 in. Yeah, no, we won't use a Guardian reroll for that. So no wound, but no reaction. We will do Damo. Damo will spend a survival to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. And he will swing with Griswoldo. He hits 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Swarm of bot flies. Damo, what is your courage? Courage 4. He rolls a 1. That is probably something to re-roll with Guardian because he needs to roll 2+. So that's a success. We archive the swarm of bot flies. We have a systemic pressure token on our Guardian. So we will do this one and we will attempt to critical with the Griswoldo. Do we Guardian reroll that? Yep. Impressive start, really. It was a worthwhile Guardian reroll. The monster's Tough Claw Spark. The Dung Beetle Knight suffers knockback 5 directly away from each other. That is a savage wound, and we block with Fetosaurus. We're knockback 5, and he is also knockback 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She has not dashed yet, so she will dash to there. And that is the end of that turn. We have Hidden Mandibles on top. Do not perform this card because he's not near the ball, so he doesn't fling the ball. So we just flip this bad boy. Vicious Bite. The closest stinky survivor in range is Layla, which is perfect. Layla. Speed 4, hitting on 6s for Layla. That's 3 hits. Oh, he's going to heal some wounds here. She doesn't have a block. On a 10, she'll cancel a hit. She doesn't cancel a hit. So he's going to heal 2 wounds. What a joker. We'll dodge the body. So the body goes bang bang and knocks us down. And then we fill in a severe injury box. And then the hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. which fills in a severe injury box. Come on, Layla. Heals 2. That's annoying. 1, 2. Vicious bite. Layla, oh, goes to there. Layla's knocked down. She then stands up thanks to fist and tooth proficiency. That's a broken mouth. All right. I'm going to do our Verminist, Ellie. She's going to swing. If we get a 10 here, it'd be wonderful. Absolutely wonderful on our hit. A 5 and a 2. A 5 and a 2. Ellie is only accuracy 1. We've got to get her an accuracy buff. Uh-oh. Perform basic action. Critical. Oh, critical. Lovely. Broken mouth. 2 survival. Thank you. 1, 2 to gain a permanent evasion. And that means there's no more healing. So take a wound. The iridescent leg is there. She will spend a survival to surge. Swing again. 1 and a 4. Come on, Deno. So we roll the ball 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll attempt to wound. It's a wound. She'll then move away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she'll spend a survival to dash. Gonna get that bug resource. Yeah. What's on top? It is Filthy Wings. Layla. Failure reaction, knockback 7. That's okay, we can handle that. Layla will swing with her fist and tooth. She hits once on a 6, which just gets the Filthy Wings. She doesn't critical, she does fail. He turns to the blind spot and knocks us back 7, 1, 2, 7, like so. This guy's going to go 1, 2 and kick the ball. 1, and then he'll dash and he'll kick the ball again. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the last person we have is Damo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dashing. Swinging with the Griswoldo in the rear. Perfect hit. And a 4 and a 2. What do you got? +1 accuracy. You don't have +1 accuracy. Nor do you have +1. Nor do you have +1. That's Deno's gear. Oh! It's 2 hits, which is important. Or is it 3 hits actually? Because we're in the rear. We get to roll our wound roll and then decide, thanks to sword specialisation, it's a critical. So that's savage. 1, 2. We have not innovated pottery, so we'll do that. Wound the next one. That's a wound. And wound the last one. Century Carapace, that's a wound. It suffered -4 toughness, cancelled all reactions. what is on top of the hit location deck. It's a filthy gut. We got 3 wounds left. I think we'll swing for the fences here, Damo. Yeah, we'll surge. 3 hits, damn, I didn't want 3 hits, but if we get it, 1, 2, 3, yes. All right, well, the ball rolls backwards towards him, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then this parry we wound on a 2+ because we have, we'll roll our dice and see what we get. It's a critical, so we'll actually take this one here, which is a savage, 1, 2, and gains us a random dung beetle knife, which is this one. We then critical this one on a 2+. It's a wound. And then the last wound required is a Sentry Carapace. It's a wound, and that'll do. And that's why I haven't really been super worried about the old Baller, because we have flogged that guy most times we've fought him. Let's nip over here. We gain ourselves 6 Dung Beetle Knight, which goes to just 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We gain ourselves 3 Caustic Dung, 1 Cell, and then we can go Spelunking. So we will gain a proficiency point. Gain a proficiency point. Didn't gain a proficiency point. Manage departing survivors. We will gain, no, we'll complete Showdown. We will gain 2 Hunt XP. We've got plenty of survivors getting to do Ponders. I'll grab those out now so I don't forget those. 1 Verminist. 1 Dreamist. And 1 Romanticist. Now, I believe we have a knowledge dealio thing on our Romanticist. Let's have a look at that. We'll go Spelunking. We're only going to jump down there with the people with pickaxes, maybe. Yeah, pickaxes. Gets a 9, so that's Layla. She can roll on the courage thing. 3, 4, 5. She gains a courage. And our other person is Ellie. Come on, Ellie. She rolls a 7, which she can do the Trial of Valor. Her courage is 2, so if she rolls a 1 here, she dies, and she archives all her gear. Ooh, she gains a courage. That is a bold, prepared. The bold roll is a 2, which is ignore a severe injury. I shall return. We also gain ourselves 7 basic resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sure. 3 Caustic Dung. That's a clean house. Oh, before we did our thing, we will actually dash and surge to search the vermin with our other chick. So we gain a vermin. Meant to do that. Hissing cockroach. Okay. So let's have a look at the timeline. We have Rivalry, we have The Awaited, we have a special showdown with the Manhunter. I'm going to enjoy flogging that guy. So we'll flip 2 of these and we'll have a look at which one we get first. Dark Seamstress, lovely, and Velvet Fog. Oh, Bug Juice. Yeah, we'll go Velvet Fog. See if we can roll Bug Juice or something. Velvet Fog. We'll roll. It's a 6. Departing survivors gain 3 survival this lantern year. Wonderful. Now we have to do rivalry. So this one could hurt us. Our rivals may have a fight. Here is rivalry. Okay, the 2 rivals beat each other up. All right, let's see if we can roll a 9 or a 10. It's a 7. Randomly choose one of the rivals to suffer a gaping chest wound and add rivalry next year on the timeline. So this is our 2 ambitionists. This is fun. So Deirdre. Deirdre is 1 ambitionist. And what's our other one's name? Vance. All right, let's see who wins. So 1 to 5, it's Deirdre who suffers the gaping chest wound. It's Vance. You've just copped it in the chest, you idiot. You started this fight, Vance. Now you've got to finish it. We were all getting along well until you came along to the settlement, Vance. You got a stupid name. Good. All right, and now we have an unfortunate event that will see the death of one of our greats, one of our people who's been here for a long time. He's been carrying the whale. Thanks for all you've shown us, mate. But it's over now. Nominate the survivor with the combined highest attribute total. So let's have a look. Right up the top, we have Layla. 3 and 5 is 8, 9, 10. Debbie, 6. Deirdre, 6. Deno, 6. Jonas, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not Seb, not Venus. It is Jonas, our great friend Jonas. You poor brave soul. You are dead. We gain a Graves bonus. Also remember we get 3 of these from our cannibals. We have absolutely cleaned house on resources this lantern year. All survivors gain subjugated and we can now hunt the king. All survivors gain subjugated. All. Layla cannot gain disorders. Debbie, subjugated. We've got vermin obsession and subjugated, both punishing. Deirdre. All right, rather than going through and doing all of this subjugation, let's move on to something more exciting. And that is something we've been working towards this whole time. Black Harvest is still 2 years away when we get our calcified Greaves and our calcified Zenbato. This lantern year, I reckon we go straight to the top. We go straight to the king. Let's put all this in storage. 2 fresh acanthus. Vermin. Hissing cockroach and lonely ant. Dung beetle knight. Oh, let's get our strange. So we got 3 caustic dung. 1, 2, 3. And we got a cell. For the dung beetle himself, we gained a scarab shell, century fingernails, century shell, another beautiful beetle horn, century fingernails, compound eye, scarab shell, scarab shell. And for the basics, get ready. Hide, bone, perfect hide, hide, questions, lantern, skull, hide, 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 perfect bone, monster organ, perfect organ, monster bone, monster hide, love juice. Seems fine. We will whip out our knowledge deck. We add 4 knowledge cards to the forum. Our returning survivors gain 2 Lumi. 1, oh my god, 2, 3, 4. Now, before we go any further, returning survivors gain 2 Lumi. So, 1, 2. Conrad. 1, 2. Damo. 1, 2. Ellie. 1, 2. Vance. 1, 2. Great. Our endeavours is 13. It's all starting to come together. Now, if we look at Vance, the ambitionist, we did not increase collective cognition, so he has to skip the next hunt and sulk. However, our romanticist says whenever you gain, oh no, that was his last one. When you depart with 12 or more Lumi, hey, gain a progress. Nice. Well, he's going out next lantern year. Wonderful. It's time, friends. It's time. It's time. We shall spend a beetle horn, a cell, and the DB errant badge to craft the green helm. We've done it. There's a full Green Armour set. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. That is incredible. I feel very, very pleased. I feel extremely pleased. I feel like crying with excitement. I know it doesn't look like I'm excited, but I still can't quite believe I achieved it. I mean, so to be fair, I've never really had a full crack at it. I've never really been like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking go Green Armour like I did in this one. But I have played with all these expansions a lot. Like this is probably my favourite expansions. The Dung Beetle Knight's great. The Flower Knight feels pretty good now that he's lost the Vespertine Bow being strength 6, but even then, he's still a fucking chump. Manhunter's great. Like the Manhunter gets you 4 free showdowns, which is 4 free weapon XP, weapon proficiencies, hunt XP, levels up survivors, just makes everyone absolute powerhouses. Even if you, and he's relatively easy to beat, right? Gorm's a fantastic addition to the game. Adds a lot of good stuff. And I mean, I could add the Dragon King to this, which would make it even more fucking cool. But right now, friends, we have succeeded in building the Green Armour set, and that is a wonderful feeling. We'll spend an endeavour to innovate. We'll also spend an endeavour to do this duel. So we'll attempt to do a duel. We roll a 9. After hours of fighting, the settlement gains the partnership innovation. Very nice. Free partnership. We already have it. And our 2 ambitionists are now partners. Partners in life and crime. Vance. Good for you, buddy. Partnership. And your partner is, what's her name? Deirdre. Deirdre, your partner is Vance. Come on down. Oh, good stuff. Okay, so in terms of what else we want to spend, Drink Deeper the Bug Juice removes a disorder. We don't need to matchmaker, although we got 2. Trepanning we don't need. Bloodletting we don't need. Monster Anatomy Study. So we may actually do that because I'd really like to level up Ellie into Qatar 7, 8. So she will spend an organ, which will be a preserved caustic dung, to do that. And then she'll do nightmare training. So the preserved caustic dung comes from here. So nightmare training is 8 or a 9, we gain weapon proficiency. Everything else other than a 1 is spend a survival and re-roll. So Ellie spends 3 survival. 1, 2, 3. She rolls a 1, which means she has to spend a survival and stop. She'll do it again. She rolls a 3, she'll spend a survival. She rolls a 6, she'll spend a survival. She rolls a 9. Guitar Mastery done for her, which is nice. Another endeavour. I'm going to use Mentor from Seb, and he is going to mentor someone. Vance doesn't need it. Damo doesn't need it. Does Mentor allow you to give it to someone who is higher Hunt XP than you? Less Hunt XP, thought so. He's got 13. How much has fucking Layla got? Oh, she's got 13 as well. Does the forum let us just give someone 1 Hunt XP? Nominate a survivor to gain 1 Hunt XP. How far away are you from? Yeah, all right. We will spend 2 Lumi on her to mentor herself into Marrowism. Seems fun. And then we will also use mentorship on one of our other returning survivors who we want to level up. Layla's leveling. Conrad is leveling. Damo is leveling. Ellie is leveling. Do we want to level Vance? No. I think what we'll do is we'll look for someone else. Lauren. No. Dreamism I don't want. Gourmandism. Don't really care about gourmand. I suppose gourmandism could be interesting. We haven't leveled it up. We'll put Yuck into the mix. Isn't that funny that her name's Yuck? And she'll mentor gourmandism. Yeah, 1, 2. Gain 2 Lumi, 1, 2. And then we'll spend a Lumi to get her there. I don't think we need to spend a Lumi actually because we're going to hunt a king. Great. All right, let's do some rolls. So we'll do our Marrowist first. This is very exciting. I did have a little sneak at this. Look at this. Look at this artwork. Monument to yourself. Actually, we'll just quickly do our innovate. It doesn't really matter at this point. We've got so much stuff. Dreamless language. Sacrifice. I'm going to take sacrifice, I think. Yeah, we'll take sacrifice. Because then we can get rid of some people and get some more endeavours. Progression. I can't believe we haven't got friggin' sculpture at this point, but you know. I'll just spend bone, hide, organ. Okay, so here we go. You are huge, your steps are heavy. When you wake, your mind is a fog of confusion, troubled by meaningless concerns of your former life. Your systemic pressure is always 0. Gain +1 strength. To represent you, use a Bone Eater miniature instead of a Survivor miniature. You cannot wear any armour except for head armour with the bone keyword. Oh, Layla, you fucking legend. You absolute fucking beast. So her systemic pressure is always 0. Gain a strength. Ignore slow and cumbersome. Oh my god. All right, well, I mean, I'd like to see what Marrow Monarch does, but 3, it is Marrow Monarch, and we gain a Lumi, and we have Marrow Monarch. It's interesting that with Guardian we can reroll, and then there is no systemic pressure ever applied. It's always 0. Marrow, how far away are we on Stone Skin? Oh, nice. Oh. Unkillable. Unreal. Marrow Monarch. Cutthroat. Oh, she's got to take that. Oh, wow. Okay, Marrowism is easily my new favourite. Oh, it's so hard because Feminism has been incredible as well. I think you take Marrowism, I think you take Cannibalise just so you can play with Marrowism because it is unreal. The Marrow Monarch. We'll clear Guardian. We'll put up Marrow Monarch. She's got Cutthroat. My God. Cutthroat on a perfect hit. Is that a movement? No, it's an attack. which must be spent immediately. So you get to attack again. You get to double. It's Trip Surge. Trip Surge City. Oh, wow. So all we need to do to level up to level 3 of the stone skin is get a few more things filled in. Let's do our romanticist. La 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 la. Life is an adventure. That's. So Vance moves into rank 2. Oh, wow. If any survivors died, you tell a tale of your tribulations. Otherwise, a tale of your triumph. So we shall tell a tale of our triumph. And we roll a 3. Your ardent retelling bolsters your self-esteem. Gain a Lumi. 1 strength and 1 courage. Very courageous, Vance. I'm not sure if I gave myself a Lumi. At this point, I don't think it matters. Romanticism, life is adventure. We'll do our Dreamist because that is a boring one. It is Gaming Gazebo, rank 2, gain +1 luck. That's not boring actually, but who was it? Conrad, yes. Gain 1 luck. And our last and most exciting one is Ellie, Verminism level 2. Ellie, Verminism level 2. And she's going to roll a 9. Gain 3 Lumi, 3 Understanding, and a Vermin resource. 3 Lumi, 3 Understanding, and a random Vermin resource. A hissing cockroach. Actually, we already had one of those. A fiddler crab spider. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think the next one is you need to have 6. Queen of Hands. I don't know what that does, but I'm excited. I never got to do that, but I'm going to get to do that now with her. Fuck, Verminism is so good. Verminism is easily my favourite of the tier 2s. Verminism, Regalism, and the other one. Let's go. I don't think we need to make leather, but we do have a sacrifice that we can put down. If we do a death ritual, and you may remove one of your disorders. Maybe we send Top out. That could be good. The last piece of the puzzle we need to build is the blacksmith. And we need the lantern helm, a bone, a skull. We won't use a beetle horn. Yeah, we will. Well, we have to use an elytria as well. We'll craft a lantern helm. That is very exciting. Very exciting indeed. And now, let's just have a look at this little gaming gazebo location. So, we need a black lichen. When we gain a black lichen, we get those cool resources. 8 to 9 is a lucky dice. In fact, we make another gambler's lantern. Shit, we could make a gambler's lantern, couldn't we? So a fortune lantern sword requires a rage pawn and 2 iron. So let's compare that. And I made a lantern sword earlier for no reason other than I knew that I had Game Master with Top. I better not kill Top, actually. And so the difference is this one hits on a 7+, and you get X, where X is the number of reroll tokens you have. Doesn't sound that exciting until you remember that ability that we have on, who is it? One of our dudes, which is gain reroll tokens equal to the number of unspent endeavors. What was that called? Who had that? Spoiled. Oh, that was a expensive ambitionist. Deirdre. Font of Ingenuity. There it is, Font of Ingenuity. When you depart, convert all unspent endeavors into reroll tokens for yourself. So, we could turn that into Deflect 10 and just walk into the fucking showdown kicking the shit out of everyone. It's sharp, it doesn't have early iron. It hits on 7s, which at this point, you know, goes to probably 3s with the accuracy buffs we're talking about. And it's a left blue. And then the reason why that's interesting is the Fortune Lantern Cuirass, which again is another Lantern Armour Set thing, replaces the Lantern Armour. We get +2 to the chest, and at the start of your first act, add 1 to all hit locations for each reroll token you have. Again, combining that with Font of Ingenuity makes for potentially like metric shit tons of armor. And then the helm has on arrival gain a so this is what we're looking at. Which is pretty exciting. So we want to craft all 3 of those. So we need a lantern sword, a range pawn and 2 iron, lantern helm, lucky dice, 2 iron, lantern cuirass, lucky dice, 2 iron. So at this point, our best thing that we need to do is we need to get black lichen. The best place to gain black lichen is from, well, the only place is level 3s. We can probably take a level 3 king straight up with green armour. So I reckon we'll try for that. I reckon we'll try a level 3 king. Let's just fucking go hard. Let's go hard. Friends, I'm going to depart at this point. A little Kingdom Death joke for you all there. And putter around with my gear grids, putter around with everything else happening in this wonderful game. I've got a sacrifice. I'll plan out what I'm going to do, and then I'll do it at the start of the next episode. We are absolutely going to win this against the Godhand. I feel absolutely convinced, even though he knows. But we're going to do it, I reckon. Friends, pleasure as always. 6 endeavours left to spend. I'll chat to you on the next Lantern Year. Big Dano out.